Howdy, friends, and welcome to The Average J. It's Tuesday, and it's time for
Tuesday Tag.
No Tag Tuesday.
Ah.
So
Okay.
It's still taking us a little while to kind of get used to this.
Yeah.
Nobody's actually tagging anybody kind of thing. So it's No Tag Tuesday.
Okay.
And I am back from Texas. I am done down for my military duty. Yeah, I'm home. So it's going to be kind of nice. I have one more day of actual orders, and then I'm going to just be back on normal, do my civilian job kind of thing. But it's been nice being home. Although Michelle hugged me, I don't know if that was a really good idea. It's probably the first time she's hugged me since I've been home because I haven't been feeling good, and I went and took a COVID test. So I'm waiting on the results. We'll see. But we're going to go ahead and do the tag. It's your age is showing tag. And the questions come from Jen and Steve over at Embracing Chaos with Jen. And by the way, it is Steve's birthday on the 19th. So happy birthday, Steve, or Mr. Chouse, as he likes to be called, or as Jen likes to say, Patty. But anywho.
Okay.
So we're going to go ahead and get right into it. Question number 1. Do you go by a nickname?
No, I do not.
No. The only one that ever called you a nickname, your mom every now and then would call you Shelly, but it was just her, and that was kind of like a mother pet name more so than a nickname.
Right. Very rare.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And for me, I go by Jay, and most of my friends, co-workers call me Jay. The only ones that don't call me Jay are my wife and my mother. So it's just kind of the strangest thing. 2 of the people that are closest to me, but it's just kind of how it works, If you were to look at my high school yearbook, you see nickname Jay. So,
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay.
Number 2, are you named after anyone?
Nope.
No, not at all. Sorry, Artie is making like little squeaking noises with his toys, so his little ball. Go get it, buddy. My first name, no, but Artie, come on, bud.
Oh, it's okay.
Come on.
You don't care.
Go get it. My middle name, however, is Charles, and that is a family name. So that goes back. My son Alex, his middle name is Charles. My name is Charles. My father's first name is Charles. His father's first name was Charles. And it goes back for, I don't remember exactly how many now, like on the spot. I probably should have looked at it before we did the tag. But yeah, so that is a family name. Number 3, what show do you wish could come back from when you were a kid?
Okay. Well, I'm a lover of science fiction, so I'll say Battlestar Galactica.
That's because you like the 2 guys that were in it. You like
Apollo and Starbuck.
Apollo and Starbuck. So.
But I did like the show in general.
It was a good show.
Yeah.
It was a good show.
Yeah.
But we've never watched the new one that they made.
No.
Which is so strange.
Yeah, well.
For me, I would say Land of the Lost, and I don't mean like that goofy Will Ferrell, comedy. It was a funny movie. It was good, but I'd like to see like the serious Land of the Lost with like the special effects that they have now.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. So, Artie, you're in my way. I can't see the questions. If you could be any cartoon character, who would you be? Oh, I want to be Derek Wildstar from Star Blazers.
Okay, talk about childhood.
Yeah, because he was like in charge of the gun. I like that. But he had a lot of responsibility. He was the lead fighter pilot when they sent out the little ships and everything. And, Star Blazers was based on the Japanese cartoon and then live action movie Space Battleship Yamato. And in Space Battleship Yamato 3, Derek Wildstar actually becomes the captain.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
So he got the leadership role. So,
fun fact, I used to watch it too. It was more of a boy show, but I watched it too.
That's awesome.
But I'm going to go with, what's Mrs. Jetson's name?
Jane.
I'll go with Jane Jetson.
Because she got to cook food by putting a pill in
A
it.
pill in the thing. She had a robot who cleaned her house. I'm going to be Joan Jetson.
Jane
Jetson.
You're thinking of Joan Jett.
Yeah, that was childhood too.
Yeah. All right. Number 5. If you could go back. If you could get back any article of clothing you once wore, what would it be? None. I'm going to say none. My mom made a lot of my clothes as I was a kid, and to look back now, I look at the pictures and we get good laughs out of them. So if we laugh at them now, I'm just saying, I don't think I'd want to bring anything back.
No.
You know? And some of the stuff from the 80s, even stuff that wasn't homemade, is just like goofy.
Yeah,
you know?
I don't like the shoulder pads.
And I don't like the
There's a lot of
parachute
that.
pant type stuff and
No.
skin tight pants and
Cavaricis.
Capizio shoes. No.
Oh my God, the jellies.
Yeah.
You remember the jellies?
My favorite thing right now is Crocs.
Crocs. Yes,
You
socks
know?
or Crocs.
I love my Crocs, socks
Yeah.
and Crocs.
I wouldn't say I necessarily want it back, but I had the Mork and Mindy outfit.
Oh my God.
I had the suspenders, the tan pants,
Right,
the
right.
rainbow shirt. I did have the whole outfit from Mork from Ork, but
Nuts.
would I bring it back? Probably not.
I don't think you would wear it now.
But
Wear that to work.
right. Well, I do wear this to work.
You do, Animal Crossing. And I'm wearing Bob Ross.
There you go.
If you could hear anyone in history give a speech, whom would you hear?
I have no idea. You take this one. I don't know.
Michelle's not really a history buff.
No.
I'm going to go with probably one that a lot of people would, and that's Abraham Lincoln's Gettysburg Address. It's just a very iconic speech that everybody knows, 7 years ago, you know? So I think a lot of people know it. It's like one of the first lines of the Abraham Lincoln animatronic in Disney Hall of Presidents. Everybody knows it, you know? So I'd probably go with that.
I mean, if we're gonna stick with like childhood, I think it seems to be going the childhood genre here. But John F. Kennedy, you know,
Okay.
the whole space program and
Yeah.
you know all that. I think I would probably have liked to have heard him speak.
I think a lot of people would.
You know,
What is your favorite childhood memory?
go ahead, you go. You go.
Anything with Boy Scout camping. I enjoyed all my time going to summer camp at Camp Roosevelt and had a lot of good memories with that. And going to Philmont out in New Mexico with the Boy Scouts was the Boy Scouts was a very positive impact on me. And, you know, all the way from the little Cub Scouts till I was an Eagle Scout. It had a positive effect on me. I can do a lot of stuff I can today because of it. And the memories are right there. But camping with the Boy Scouts.
Okay. Well, I have to say, I'm not going to go with anything specific because I really had a really good childhood. I think if that's why I can't pick something favorite because it was all good.
Yeah.
I had a very good childhood. I did dancing school and we played outside and we went to the movies, we went to the shore. I mean, we did everything. I had a very positive childhood, so I can't pick a favorite. It was all good.
Awesome. Oh, you're knocking my water over, bud.
Almost.
All right. What is your favorite? I'm sorry. Number 8. My first ever cell phone. Well, mine was. I was 21 years old. I worked at a radio station, and it was one of those phones that was installed in your car. I'm gonna get him. Hold on for a second. All right. We don't have enough time.
No, apparently.
So we got Artie his little venison treat, so he is off on his own. So back to the cell phone. It was one of those cell phones that was like installed in your car. So it's not like you had it outside the car. It was only if you were in the car and the power was on in the car in my Honda Accord. And yeah, I kind of got in trouble on that one because it was the first time I ever had that. And that was when you paid like by the minute and everything. And, you know, after the first month, my boss called me in and said, you know, your cell phone bill is really high. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. So that was my first cell phone.
Well, it was actually kind of like both of our cell phone. I remember we first got married. We lived up in Burlington County. There's a farm market called Columbus. And that's where we got our first cell phone.
Motorola. It was a single block phone about this big.
Yeah.
It wasn't huge, but...
You pulled the antenna up.
Yeah. That's right.
But I do remember that. But I do remember, like, say, my own personal cell phone was one of those little pink flip phones. Yeah. I forget, you know, who...
Sprint.
Was it Sprint?
It was Sprint.
But yeah, that was like my own personal first.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would say 19 or maybe 2000.
I'm gonna say it was about 2000.
Yeah. So.
What is the first book you remember reading?
Okay, I did a little research and I did look it up. The first one I can remember was at my grandmother's, my dad's mom. It was a little golden book called Little Mommy, and that I read that a lot. So
Okay.
that was my first one.
My first book that I remember reading was also a little golden book, and it was Scuffy the Tugboat.
Ooh, okay.
So, I know Michelle wanted to try to remember. There was a book that inspired her to read, and she can't remember the title, and she was trying to find it before we recorded this, but I told her.
Robin McKinley was the author, but she wrote two. I want to say The Blue Sword was the second one. And I got to look up the first one, but it inspired me to read avidly my entire.
It inspired you to read all those little smut books like Lynn Curlin.
No, this was more science fiction.
Instead of the romance novels.
Yeah, no, that came later.
So let's see.
Came later.
It was Lynn Curlin and who was the other woman there?
Gina Showalter.
Showalter, that was the other name.
Yeah.
Showalter, yeah. So you read a lot of those. You know, the ones that have the picture of the guy on the front without his shirt going. You know, those.
Yeah, those.
And that was
but they're
all.
easy, they're fast to read. That's why I kind of read them. And
So, and what?
not very smutty. They're not smutty.
So, what is something silly you believed in as a child? I mean, I won't call it silly, but I would say, I believed in Santa until, I was 27. No, I'm just kidding. No, but as a kid, I believed it. And I look back now and it just, the whole concept kind of seems silly. But,
yeah, the Easter Bunny, too. I would say, you believed in the Easter Bunny. That's really silly. But, if we're going outside the holiday believability, it was if you kiss somebody, you get pregnant. I'm sure that was my mom's way of,
discouraging you.
Thus the romance novels.
My goodness.
So.
And then the bonus question is, who was your celebrity crush growing up?
Okay, we did touch on this.
Yeah, we had this question before.
And... Andy Gibb,
right.
Sean Cassidy, the actors from Battlestar Galactica.
Right.
Those two. Oh, Emergency One.
Oh, man, you liked a lot. You little hussy. No,
I know.
Mine, I said in the previous one, I always had a crush on Christy McNichol. I think a lot of people did, a lot of guys did. But since I said that one already, the only other one I can think of that I had a crush on was a tennis player. They're considered celebrities, right? Gabriella Sabatini. She was from Argentina, I think. Anyway, okay. But yeah. That was it. So that is Your Age is Showing.
Oh my gosh. No
tag. So it's great to be back. Now I'm going to hopefully do some more videos now that I'm back. Maybe we'll have a day with Arthas.
Yeah.
This little guy here.
Yeah, he's going to get groomed.
Yeah, he looks like a stray dog right now.
He needs a good grooming.
He's gross.
Rosalie. Hopefully we'll take care of it.
Our groomer is the best. We adore her.
Collingswood, though.
I know, it's a little harder to get him there. So, but thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe, or just trying to get the list. Well, he has the list.
There you go.
Go take the questions already. Go on, take the questions. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe. Have a great day. All right, we're going to throw one little extra thing in here. Michelle came up with what the book that inspired her to read was. What was it?
The Hero in the Crown.
The Hero in the Crown. I'm so glad that we took all the time to re-edit this in there. Thank you.
Thank you.